Busy day. Very busy day. 33 cabins booked. That's amazing. Been answering emails and making phone calls and doing the thing and trying to stay caught up and watching lives. People be mad about it. People are having all kinds of questions. I had a knitting needle break last night while I was trying to get some work done on one of the shawls that I'm making. It's been crazy. It's just been a hot mess, but I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around tonight, and I've been invited to a little slumber party tomorrow night. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be around tomorrow night, but I will be popping in for sure, because that's one of the things that I made sure of when I was confirming this slumber party, but I don't get out the house very often. I don't get to reconnect with people very often, and it's gonna happen tomorrow, and I'm really stinking excited about it. So I will be going on. I just don't know how long it's gonna last. Tonight, I have to do dishes. I have to make myself a sandwich. I gotta do some stuff before I get myself some sleep tonight. So it's been wow. It's been a day. But I'm glad that y'all are here, and, even though I don't know how long I'm gonna be on tonight, I'll be on long enough to sing y'all the night med song, and I'll be on long enough to hang out for at least a little while. I'm so happy that you're all here. Um, it looks like people are showing up, and it thrills me to absolute death. Marla Dillard, hi, good to see you. Hef is here, and she's the first one with him out, and I love to see it. Hey, Hef. Howdy, folks. Hello. Hello to you, Maya. Glad you're here. Why do I have the hiccups right now? Hey, hey, it's Pup Groomer. It's Jen. Good to see ya. Psych, it's Tara. Hello, Tara. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Sandy Wandy, I'm glad you're here too. Hi, Ho. Well, hello back to you, Ho. Wait, you who you calling Ho? Oh, and of course, the second I go live, Tori Magoo goes. Damn it. Good afternoon to you, Azure Wren. Good to see you. Yes, night dishes. Mom asked me if I would do the dishes and put them in the dishwasher before I went to bed. She needed to just retire a little bit early today, and I told her that I absolutely would. So, yep. Hi, Marie Marion. Good to see you. That's right, Mark Hardman. 1.01K subs and growing. Guys, get me to 1.05. I'm not going to say why, because it's going to make me sound like the most petty crocker shit you've ever heard. Get me to 1.05. I will be in your debt forever. Kimberly Gabaldon, happy Leap Day. Yes, happy Leap Day to you. Got the cops called on you today. Oh, shit. What happened? Jen, we need to know. This is important. This is important. Tell us all about it. What? 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 You ask what? I don't know. With the what and the who, why, things and stuff. What? I don't know, Marla. I don't know what to tell you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Susie Oberholtz. Good to see you. Kelly B69, Don LeMaison, as is Bridget Alexander. Hi, Bridget Alexander. Good to see you. Tamber June, she up in this piece. We're glad to see it. Yeah, you don't say no to Mrs. Cricket's mom. That is absolutely the truth. It's Ms. Marilyn Honig. Hey, Maz, good to see you. I'm so happy you're here. I am so happy you're here. We're here to hang out. We're going to have a good time. Oh, Miss By God, North Georgia. Catching up on 2X, so I sound a little bit like a chipmunk right now. Yeah, we need details, Jen, for sure. I did make it before Thursday at 2 p.m. I owe so much of that to Ms. Liz Ferris. She is absolutely amazing. She is so amazing. She put me over the top yesterday, and I am beside myself with joy. Absolutely beside myself. What did I just walk into? Jen Cops? What? I know. I don't know either. So graceful swan. I haven't got a clue, but I'm hoping she's going to tell us. To infinity and beyond, 1.05K. Please, yes, if you would be so kind, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whichever you choose. If you are not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. If you were subscribed and have been unsubscribed, please resubscribe. I would appreciate it so, so, so very much. And tickle that bell, my little bell. Select all for all notifications, because I can never tell you exactly when I'm going to go on. And yeah. Oh, Bridget Alexander wants to call the cops, but she won't. Okay. All right. I dozed off in the car at the library waiting on the kids to get out of group instead of going home and dozing off. I told the cop insomnia is a bitch and I'd rather be there for the kids than at home. You were just being a good mama. And they were at the library doing really smart kid stuff because, of course, you have really smart kids. Ridiculous. Humans are ridiculous. Hello, everybody. Happy Leap Day. Sorry I missed the 1K celebration last night. Girl, I understand. Your power went out at 11 p.m., didn't come back until 11 a.m. this morning. I hear you. I hear you. I know what that's like. I have lived that power outage life, so I am not mad at you at all, but I'm really glad that you're here. I'm so happy that you're here. Yep, hashtag free Bob Ferris. Let that man out. Let's see. Also, won't be watching for the chat for a few minutes. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn, phone has to charge and I need to do some stuff. Probably feed the 97 felines that you have in your house, something like that. I don't know. Can't say for certain, but do your thing, babe. We ain't mad at you. You can't control your biology sometimes. My mom has insomnia, and when we were kids, we took care of ourselves a lot. My mom was always being talked to. Anon 4, I really like your streams. It's one of the few places I can come and feel welcome and accepted in the chat, and your approach to the whole current sitch is refreshing. I try to be refreshing. I do try. I was just parked further down than usual so I could be in the sun and stay warm and not run the car, but told him it's not uncommon for me to doze a bit while I wait for the kids. Well, right on. I hope that you weren't given a ticket or any kind of bullshit like that. Oh my, yes, I have Also got the cops called on me while trying to relax for 10 minutes in the car because my endometriosis was killing me. Had to blow in the alchemy right? Because pain versus just passing out are clearly the same thing, right? Jeebus. Oh, for protesters, your lawyer friend Zach channel did an excellent live stream tonight. Good to know. I've been catching up on today's craziness, and there has been a lot of it since this morning. Yes, there has. So I've been trying to make sure that I stayed caught up on that, caught up on who was live when, and answering all the emails that I possibly can. Um, like I said, I got 2 bookings today into the group. We have a total of 33 cabins booked now. It is absolutely bonkers, and I think the next couple of days are going to be madness, but I'm here for it. Miss Summer Savage. Hey, hey, girl. Good to see you. My little peach pit. No, I had him laughing after he scared the shit out of me by knocking on the window and Mona doing her big girl bark. Oh, I bet. I bet. Holy crap in a basket. Miss Mandy McGee, meow. Hi. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Miss Upstate Savage, Carolina. Damn right. Yes. 33. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. It's amazing. I'm so excited. I literally sing songs every time somebody new books in. Have you checked the Wi-Fi connection is going to be good where you're at so that everyone can do streams? Oh, when you're at sea. Yes. Yes. We're going to make sure that we can do streams no matter where we are. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in On 4. Yep. And the place where I'm crashing tomorrow night is also going to have good Wi-Fi so that I'll be able to say my hellos to everybody. Krista Melinda, hey. Hi, listening up while I finish some work. Okay, do that thing. Make your paper. I was scared to death too when it knocked on my window and a cop was there. It was Sunday morning and I was at work, but had a while between patients. Okay. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that would be like. I would probably wet my pants. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. You gotta pay for Wi-Fi on the ship. This is true. This is true. But you know what? If it means that I get to talk to y'all, worth it. It's gonna be worth it. And I feel like any of the other content providers, it's so weird to refer to myself as a content creator. But yeah, we're all gonna kind of view it the same way. It is worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Also want to tell y'all that I use they them pronouns and I'm non-binary. Okay. All right. Please don't refer to me as girl, lady, etc. instead of miss, use mix. Okay. I'm not sure how the MX is pronounced, but I am more than happy to use the they them pronouns and I am so happy that you told me. Thank you. Because I would never want to misgender you. I don't want anybody to feel like they're uncomfortable or unwelcome. Pronounced mix. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I am really happy to have you here. And I don't care what you got in your pants. How you identify, I'm just glad that you told me. Thank you. I will do my very best to remember that. And I don't know that I'm always going to get it right, but I'm going to try my best. I am gonna try my best, and if I ever wind up, um, accidentally misgendering you, please know that it's accidental and know that it's not out of any kind of malice. Please, please, please. Um, I have a number of friends who are in various spaces along that gender spectrum, and I'm just here to respect everybody. So, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you told me. Thank you. Thank you. Mix Mandy McGee. You don't get mad when people mess up. A lot of people don't, but some people do, and I understand because there are some people that mess up on purpose. They do it on purpose because they're rude. I'm just here to I'm just here to respect people for who they are and meet them where they're at. And that's what matters to me. So, I'm glad that you told me. Thank you. Thank you, Mix Mandy. Meow. I realize I haven't really told anyone, so I started, and I appreciate that because I was not aware. So, I'm really glad that you told me. Thank you. I know, right? It's so weird being a content creator. It's so weird actually being able to call myself that. I have no idea what to even say about it. I'm just I can't. I have no evens to can't. I'm fresh out of them. Mandy is part of this family. We put the fun in dysfunction. Damn straight we do. Yep. Mix I've never heard of and badass. Agreed. Yes, please always remind us. We want you around. I'm here to get stoned with my dirty stay ups and go to sleep. Damn right. I've accidentally misgendered people too. I just work at it or correct myself. Yep. I've called them she for 20 years, so they has taken some times. My friends are never shitty about it. That's great. That's great. Yep. 100%. Mix Mandy, thank you for making us aware. We want to support you any way possible. Damn straight we do. Like I tell my kids, I don't know unless you tell me. I can't read minds. Yep. I had to say to somebody tonight, I have no idea about the answer to your question because my crystal ball is in the shop. Yeah, I know sometimes people do it to mock me, but I can usually tell when it's on purpose. Yes. Yes, you can. Hell, I misgender myself. It was funny because um I'm teaching Mrs. Cricket's mom about it because the concept of the singular they them is difficult sometimes to illustrate, and I've tried a number of different ways, but we went to Home Depot, uh, a few months ago, and we were looking at paint and we were talking to the person in the paint department, and that person was wearing a button on their apron and said something along the lines of, "Why, yes, I do look non-binary." And I had been referring to that person using female pronouns, and then I saw the button, and I was like, "I apologize. You probably use they, them, don't you?" And they said, "Yeah, I do. Thank you for noticing." And they were nice about it. And so then I did the best that I could to use the they them when I was and I tried to talk about them to Mrs. Cricket's mom the whole time that we were there and use the they them so that mom could understand that it doesn't have to be awkward at all. It's just a little bit different. And and I think she's getting it, but I mean, mom's 77. And when you have some things that you've just done all your life, it can be difficult to make those changes, but mom's working on it, and she's making a really sincere effort. She's not trying to do it because she's trying to appease me, you know? She's making a sincere effort. She's not being condescending about it at all. She's really trying. And, I think sometimes it can be a lot more challenging for some of the older folks because we're in an entirely new world. I just read have talking about word clearing xenophobia. Mm. 'Cause I live in northern Minnesota. There is a lot of xenophobia up in this bitch. Um, but mom's being really cool about it, and she's trying so hard to, um, to be good with it. And so I can't be mad at her. All I can do is be patient and gently try to make corrections when it's necessary. But, I mean, it helps that she's met some trans people and cannot in any way envision them as the sex that they were assigned at birth. And so that has caused her to really have some revelations and be like, "Oh, wow. Wait, this isn't just some self-indulgent bullshit. This is really real." And she's, and my stepdad who just turned 87, he's down with it as well. Like, they're both super cool. And I love it. I love it. It makes me really happy, and it's just definitely really not a surprise considering that this is the tree from which I've fallen, the apple doesn't fall from the tree. Sometimes it can be really frustrating trying to get through to your folks, and some things are not difficult at all. They just require a little bit of reinforcement, and this is one of those things. It just requires a little bit of reinforcement, and I love it. I love it. Whistleblowing good witch. It's hard because my trans friend is xenophobic and racist. Holy shit. How does that even happen? My black friend is hella homa and transphobic, and my white gay friends could generally care less about people of color. Not Liz Ferris, though. I get you, whistleblowing good witch, and it doesn't make any sense to me either. It's like, how can you be part of a marginalized group and still marginalize other groups? Like, how do you not see that there's a massive amount of hypocrisy? It is hard to remember changes in gender at the beginning. I had a sister that later became my brother. Now I cannot imagine him being a she in the past. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're just gonna meow at you all the time, Mandy. Barbara, hi. Just coming on, hear you talking about they, them. My daughter and her fiance identify that way. I respect it. It's just hard not to remember he or she. They know I love them. You know what? Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice, but I believe that we can all do it. I believe that we can. I love that for your mom. I know I do too. I do too. I just took sex and gender last term. Very nice. Kelly B69. Very nice. I approve of all learning that we can do. Mark Hardman, I've been doing parts work therapy for months now. Today's session was brutal. So bad that I emptied a box of tissues. Oh, honey. I'm I'm not going to say I'm sorry because clearly it's work that needed to be done. But I empathize. I know that the work is sometimes really hard, and I'm glad that you're here with us. My therapist is really wonderful. That's amazing. It's always nice when you win the therapist lottery, isn't it? Getting a dose of cricket is very soothing. I am really pleased to hear that. Morning. Morning, Miss Susan P. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Yep, this is where the mods show up to close out the evening because y'all don't have to work. 2 of my 3 kids are dealing with gender identity issues, so now I'm second guessing everyone's preferences everywhere I go, right? I just tend to use names and try to be as non-gender specific as I can, and I look for clues. If people are non-binary, very frequently there will be clues. Look for them. Sometimes, like in my case, it was a pin, it was a button that this person was wearing on their Homo Depot apron. Sometimes that's all it takes is just paying attention to those little cues. And sometimes they won't say anything. Therapy has changed my life and kept me alive. Yep. Oh, and Barbara, you just started therapy too? It can be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, my white trans friend was ripping the ish out of folks at the border. I'm like, really? But you want your minority rights. Okay. Uh huh. Precisely. Living in this speck of a town, it's not something we deal with a lot, so I appreciate being able to practice and getting more used to changing pronouns. See, exactly. We're appreciative of having people here who are different. I love all the differences of all the people here because that's what makes things fun and spicy. It helps us learn. I love learning. I've noticed in 2 streams today the use of the W word that is very offensive. The persons using the word had no bad intentions, in my opinion. They were truly in a situation that it was ingrained. Absolutely. And I know the situation and I know the word. Um, we just have to do better as humans. We have to make sure that we have all of our sensory feelers out and that we're paying attention. And if we're paying attention and we're being kind to each other just in general as humans, that's the best that we can do. And if we keep doing that, we're going to get better at it. We absolutely will. And that's all I could want for any of us is to keep better at being good humans. Mandy says, I knew I was different when I was like 4, came out as bi in the 90s when I was 15. It was around then that I realized I was gender fluid, but didn't have words for it until like 5 years ago. I don't think any of us had words for it until about 5 years ago, Mandy. It has been such a rapidly changing landscape as the research is being done and more people are coming out about how uncomfortable they are in their own skin. Gender fluidity, sexual fluidity. You came out as bi. I came out as pan a number of years ago because to me it's not about genitalia at all. It's about the person. I really don't care what they're packing. And it can be, and people are like, "Oh, so basically you're bi. Basically you're just a slut." No, that's not what it is at all. And people are going to do their best to try to put everyone into the box and that they already know because that's what feels safe for them. And I have admiration for everybody who's stepping out of that and saying, "No, you can't put me into that box because that's not where I belong." Once we start really internalizing the fact that so many things are not binary, they're not a this or that, it's a spectrum. And once we start internalizing that as a society, we're going to make a lot of progress. But until we start internalizing that, the progress is going to be slow. And that sucks. I hate it. Talitha, glad I decided to lurk around for a bit, validating. I'm glad you decided to lurk around too, because I always love having you in here. And I always love the connection and knowing that you're around. So you've been delightful ever since we met. And I'm really pleased to have you in my sphere. Thank you for sticking around. Therapy is good for everyone as long as you get a therapist you're super comfortable with. That is true. All right. Mandy McGee has to head to bed. Sleep sweet, darling. And that's not gendered in either way. I use it for both men and women. So I hope that you sleep well and your sleep is productive. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Mix Mandy. Night meow. That's right. We're just going to meow at you. It really burns my biscuits when people won't show respect to others that are different than them. 100% Maya. I could not possibly agree with you more. Absolutely love Homo Depot. I'm going to use that now. It's either Homo Depot or Home Teapot, or I mean, I come up with all, that place where you bought like the sheets and the towels and the gadget. I refer to that as Bed Bath and be damned. So, I mean, I mess with everything. Whistleblowing Good Witch, thank you for listening, and please forgive me if I sound like an a-hole. Between recent essay, Diddy news, and Miriam's post, I've been ripped wide open. Love you all, and congratulations, Cricket. Thank you so much, Whistleblowing Good Witch. Hey, you know what? We're all going through our shit, and it's okay. It's all right. I don't think you sound like an asshole. I don't think you sound like an asshole at all. You're fine. This whole topic just takes me to that Taylor Swift song, You Need to Calm Down. I don't know if I've heard that, but I have heard her song Karma, and I like it a lot. And I think there are a number of people out there in the universe who could stand to listen to it and pay attention and look up the definition of karma. Yep. Good night, Mandy McGee, and thank you so much for being open with us. I feel honored for that. Yes, Pup Groomer. Jen, you are absolutely correct. Yeah, I am really pleased when people feel free to be who they are in this chat. That's what it's all about. It's about connection, it's about people, and we're all just trying our best, and if you can help us be better, then the people in here, in any case, are all about it. We're here for you. I think it just depends on the willingness of everybody to communicate without getting angry or triggered and try to understand the intent behind the words. I think most people are not malicious. No, most people likely are not, but there are so many who are, and it's rude. All inclusive YouTube. That's right. Like a resort in the Bahamas, Ms. Summer Savage. I agree with you. Hi, Artsy Tartsy. Good to see you. And Miss Kara. Miss Kara McAllister is here. I love it. Cricket, you have a lot of hope. Where does it come from? I don't know. I don't know. I think part of it has to do with the fact that I had a really challenging upbringing when I was super small. And that, and I was raised by a woman who taught me, she raised me up right. And she taught me that prejudice shouldn't be a thing, and that treating people poorly simply because they were different shouldn't be a thing. And she taught me that. She led by example, and she did that from the time that I was very, very little. When I was a little girl, I'll tell you this story. When I was a very little girl, I was probably 3, maybe 4. I was given a dolly, and she had long yellow yarn hair in braids and was wearing a pretty, pretty flowered dress. And when I was asked what this dolly's name was, I told everyone. And this is way before all of this higher consciousness, more learning spectrums, everything else. I told everyone that this dolly's name was Mr. Bacon. I don't know why. That's just what her name was. She was Mr. Bacon. And that's always the kind of person that I've been. Um, and I was raised up by a mama who did right by us. And she showed us that we didn't have to be afraid of or look askance at or anything else people just because they were different. When I had gay friends in high school, she opened her doors to them. When I had friends who were being abused, she opened her doors to them. And nobody left my mother's house hungry. Nobody left my mother's house feeling that they weren't heard. She did her best. And I think that's probably where I got it from. I'm still bitter, jaded, and angry. Um, but I try every day to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And I think it comes from mom. I think it comes from my upbringing. Because if you don't have a backstory like that, it can be really difficult to find any kind of hope, any kind of faith in other humans. It can be really difficult. But I think that um, even though I endured some really adverse stuff when I was small, she got us through all of it. And yeah, I think it comes from her. I think it comes from my mom. She is a goofy woman, though. Incredibly goofy. And I think I got that from her too. Back now, Mandy, says Miss Sunrise Dawn. If I forget and use the wrong pronouns, please know it's not intentional. It's just that I'm old and can't even remember my name half the time. Good night and sweet dreams. Yep. I expect perfection from no one. This isn't a contest. I just ask that people try, and it means the world to me when they do. 100%. Yep. Just a little bit of effort. I love the spectrum concept. Beautiful. Yep. I think we're all on some kind of a spectrum. Right, Mandy. I knew my sister would either be gay or identify as a man from when he was like 4 or 5. So when he was freaking out about telling me when he was 17, he couldn't say it. So I asked if she, yeah, I hear ya. Oh, up top tonight. Bringing them out. Damn right. Good on you, Mark Hardman. I kind of identify as an earthling at this point in my life. Right? Just humans. We're just peoples. I have respect for anyone who's stepping up and claiming themselves, regardless if I understand it or not. It's not my job to understand it. It's my job to respect and support the person as a whole. Let me get an amen, because that is 100% what I am about, Jen. Yes. Yes. Respect and support. It's like I was telling Reese earlier tonight, let us be your Spanx. Not SPANKS like Tommy has, SPANX. We're here to help you look good and support you. I got mad love for every single word in this. Yes. Yes, Jen. All right. So when she was trying to figure out how to tell you, you asked if he identified as a boy. He immediately stopped crying and looked at me rather shocked. Yep, I bet he did. And good on you for being that intuitive. Good for you for not being afraid to say it. That's huge. I'm stupid. I think I'm stupid at this. I just see people, right? Yeah, it's just people. My messages to you earlier feel like it was a bat signal. It's all right. I ain't mad about it. We are all weird and earth people, so I just go with the flow. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Didn't Alex do a documentary about LGBTQ plus rights and the cult? I don't know. I know that people who are identifying as LGBTQ, IA2 plus, don't have a whole lot of rights within the cult. I don't know if he's done a documentary about it, but I know that there are plenty of people who are out now, not only out of the cult, but out of the closet. And they're talking all about it. Mr. Bacon. Who doesn't love bacon, right? Bacon is a boy and a girl. That's right. Because bacon is delicious. I agree. My mom was like that, Cricket. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it, Summer Savage. It makes a whole lot of sense. Whole lot of sense that that you have become the person that you are. My mother was the least judgmental person I've ever known. That's amazing. I love that. And it is a credit to you. My mother is very racist and judgmental. I'm so different than her. And good for you, because that had to have taken a lot of work. Good for you. I will never, ever take away from the struggle that that had to have been while you were growing up and now as an adult. You would have been prime target for Scientology. You're so lucky they didn't get you. I couldn't be though because I don't have the money and my credit rating is shit, so I wouldn't have been able to get them credit cards either. My daddy was pretty racist. This is the deep south. Yes, ma'am. But my mom was way more tolerant and instilled that into me. Good on you, mama. I'm glad to hear that. My mom tried to run over my sisters. We are not the same, clearly, because you're one of the. I know that you want to pop off, Hef, on the regular, but you are one of the more level headed people that I have ever met. And I know sometimes you get your panties all in a twist, but you try so hard to see all the different sides of things. And I admire that about you. At one time, Kelly B69, I wanted to be loved so bad and accepted, I thought about joining a cult. You know what, Kelly? You're not alone. You're not alone. I understand. And I'm sorry that you went through that. You know that we got you, right? And we're happy to have you here with us because we are. And Casillas, I was raised by a great mom who was the same way. Big hearted humans are the best. A good mother is such a gift. I miss mine, even though we had a rough last few years of her life. Yep. Yep. It is a gift. It is a gift. Remove all the labels and we're all just humans. Respect and amen, Jen. Louder for the people in the back. Damn right. Damn right. We're all here for each other. Yep. Amen. A woman. I say a hope. Mad love. One love. Yes. We were raised in a church and dad was more strict and has a harder time with it all, but my mom is more tolerant. It's hard to navigate with all the generations. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, and we just navigate the best we can. And our moms, our parents, they taught us how to use a toilet and how to use a spoon and how to tie our shoes and basic shit like that. And now as we grow, we find ourselves in the position of having to teach them things. And some accept it more gracefully than others. I've been pretty fortunate for the most part that, you know, I'm not trying to be a know it all because I certainly don't. But, sometimes there are things that the folks don't know that I do know, but they should know when they're interacting with other people. And so I do my best to educate in a gentle way with some kind of grace because that's how I was educated. And it does me no harm to pay that back. I'm still trying to figure out the offensive W word so that I can avoid using it in the future. Could I please buy a vowel? Yes, you may. The vowel is O, and it's a 3-letter word, and it's what a lot of Scientologists use to identify people who are not in the cult. Unfortunately, it is also a really insulting word for people who do not live in the United States. In many places around the world, it's seen on par with the N word. So it's 3 letters. The second letter is O, and the third letter is G. Ann Hummingbird. Here she is. Hello. Good evening. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. Mr. Bacon, when I was 6, I had a horned lizard. Against the protests of my parents who refused to explain why, I named him Horny. They wouldn't let me show him to any of his friends. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Bacon transcends gender. Yes, yes, it does. But remember, I called her Mr. Bacon in her pretty little dress. I guess I just didn't know. I was like 3 or 4 at the time, y'all. Married to Kevin, perhaps? I mean, Kevin was probably very small at the time as well, just a little bit older than me. Lots of people saying they've been thinking about you, Miss Ann Hummingbird. Just waking up from a nap and catching up. Hello, Miss Charmichael. Good to see you. And Ms. Ekblom, hi. I just sent you an email a little bit earlier this evening. You let me know when you're ready to talk, babe. And see if you can find me on the the Facebook as well. Yes. Yes. We're gonna get it all set up. Let's see. Hef has justifiable temper, though. Every time I've seen her get hot-headed, there has been a legit reason. Jen, you're not wrong. That is absolutely the truth. Can anyone tell me who is needing more subs to be able to go live in Seattle? I believe it was the Z News something. I don't remember exactly what it is. But it's Laura Font. It's her new channel. She's not usually in here, so I don't know what to tell you about trying to find the channel, but if you look on the Reese's PCs page, I'm pretty sure that she posted something up in there. Check there. That's my best guess, because I don't know that she's in here, and therefore she won't be able to post it in the comments later. My small dog identifies as a huge dog. Yep, a lot of them do. They have that Napoleon complex. The not so graceful swan. I was raised as a holy roller Pentecostal, and though I'm not religious, my now 70 plus folks live with me. My son is trans, they, them, and every single day it's a struggle. I bet it is. I do not envy you. I do not envy you. A tall. I feel bad for Kelly Copter. She didn't have a good upbringing. That is the truth. Mona identifies as a land hippo that owns my bed. Yes. Yes, she do. I have a friend that I've known since we were 6. I knew from the time we were old enough to figure things out that she was likely a lesbian. At one point, she was engaged to a man, and I was. Now I have to find it. Supposed to be a bridesmaid. Not sure why she was marrying a man, but it's her life. Anyway, I heard through the grapevine that the wedding was canceled and she'd come out as gay. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Someone was asking for subscribers to be able to go live in Seattle this weekend, and I can't find the channel name, and I can't remember her name. It was Laura Font, but check on Reese's page, because I think in the Reese group on Facebook, because I'm fairly certain that she put it there. That's all right. We know you're medicated, sweet pea. And L. Ron blubbered, knew it was bad, that's why he used it. He was an evil motherfucker. Yes, he was, and I will say motherfucker because 'cause we're 55 minutes in, and that's alright, we can do that. Lovely birds. Hi, lovely birds. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I thought that word was unique to Scientology. Good to know it's offensive even outside the cult. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's so awesome. Thank you, everyone. Try not to be negative, but I feel like hell. Honey, we just want you to feel better. We just want you to feel better. I can get petty though, real fast. Girl, I can get some serious Petty Crocker up in this piece. Yes, 100%. I saw that email and it found you on Facebook. Awesome. As soon as I am done live here, I will I will accept that friend request and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. And good morning to you, by the way. SBTV Z News Seattle. Yes, beautiful. All right. Ms. Ann Hummingbird, we got people coming in with it. So I love it. Thank you so much, Rosalind. In Australia, the word was derogatory for Italians. Back in the 80s and 90s, some active Australian Italian comedians reclaimed the term, and there's a movie called The Boy by Nick Giannopoulos. Interesting, Azure Wren. Interesting. I didn't hear from her for 2 years. When I finally saw her, she came into my work one day, and I asked her if her dialing finger was broke. She says she was worried if I'd be mad at her. I know, right? That happens, and it's so sad when that happens. I said, "For what?" She said, "For being gay." I said, "I've known since we were kids. I'm just mad you haven't called me." Right? Best possible way to handle it. Good evening. Hope all are well tonight. Hi, Mind Candy. We're doing all right here. Yes, we are. I think we're having ourselves a lovely evening. People are asking for a Xenu Marlene. Petty is Summer Savage's little middle name. Petty Crocker. You think those nurses are still freaked out by us? Excellent. Good. And they should be messing with our Anne, our little Miss Hummingbird. And because we are almost an hour into it, it is time. I haven't done any Xenu Marlenes tonight. I've just been babbling because, man, did we get into a fascinating discussion like right away. And I have to thank Mandy McGee for that because I love it. And I'm so glad that we had this conversation. It makes me really happy. You know, sometimes the trash takes itself out, and sometimes the topics bring themselves to the chat. And although tonight was not a night of the trash taking itself out, it was definitely a night where it brought itself to the chat. And I am so appreciative of that. I love it. And now, I mean, I have serious, serious cotton mouth because I have been babbling nonstop for an hour. So I am going to take a sip. But it is time. You know what time it is. It's time for night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds. Time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time, a snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Sip first so the melatonin doesn't stick. Not all of us have melatonin gummies or dissolvables. And yes, I have talked to Kelly Copter about making a short out of that or doing a thing with it, and she has graciously been willing to help me. So, hopefully, hopefully, that will happen soon. I just have to get my shit together, honestly. Oh, swirl that ice. Oh, Barbara. I'm sorry. I called you Barb. I didn't mean to do that. There you go. No, ma'am. No, Miss Anne, you did not. Yes, they should, and it's not much better regarding the dang surgeon's office. Girl, give me a phone number. Don't make me. I'll do it. Not yet. I'm still traumatized by waking up to spam messages in the chat over and over. Honey, I got rid of them as soon as I could. I did. I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, he saw somebody called the inappropriate heifer in here and decided that he was going to be an inappropriate bull, and everybody knows you can't milk a bull, right? I don't know what to say. Thank you very much, Ms. Marie Marion. I have a beautiful singing voice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always wind up hitting one or two notes that sound really off to me, and I don't know what to do about that. I have to find the best possible example of the Night Meds song so that I can send it to Ms. Kelly Copter. These are Summer's wind chimes, Miss Summer Savage's wind chimes. I think it's time to make some kind of choreography to the Night Meds song. Oh, okay. All right. Now she's going to like challenge. I don't know what to say about that. I've missed the last few days, had a lot going on. Anything I need to know? Well, Miss Shar, I can tell you that there are now 33 cabins booked. And the cruise is just growing and growing. And I had a great conversation with Elena Rainerman, whom you might recognize from some of the chats this evening, because she has given me permission to say that she's booked in. And we had a really good chat. She's down in the Miami area, and we were talking. We had a good conversation tonight, but she's going. It's happening. And I couldn't be happier. So, and there's more bookings coming for sure. I think that's the main things that you need to know. Tomorrow's might be a little bit shorter because I think I'm going to be attending a slumber party. And this will be with at the home of a friend of mine that I've known literally since kindergarten. She's probably my longest standing friend. I've known her since we were 5. And it's going to be at her house, and hopefully we're trying to get another friend of ours and the woman that I refer to as hashtag not actually my kid, hashtag but actually my kid. People totally mistook us for mother and daughter all the time when we were working together and we were going out for dinner after work together and everything else. So, yeah, and we're trauma bonded. I can't really say it any more blatantly than that, but, yeah, it should be a fun little slumber party with all the girls just getting together and getting out of pocket, and, so that's gonna be tomorrow. I told her that I needed to be able to pop on at least for a little while, and I'm not sure how long tomorrow night's stream is gonna be. Likewise with tonight's stream, the only other thing that you need to know about that is that I promised Mrs. Cricket's mom that I would do some dishes and put them in the dishwasher, and I also need to make myself a sandwich before I go to bed. So, Jen says she's gonna lay down early tonight, have a lot to get done tomorrow. First social event with Mona tomorrow evening. That's exciting. Plus, we have an actual blizzard forecast for Saturday, so have to get the wood stacked. Okay. I understand. I live out in the sticks too, so I totally know what it's like to have to get wood stacked up for, upcoming crap weather. It's like Fort Knox getting through. This is gonna be a very disturbing office visit on Monday. Well, you tell them that if they mess with you, they're gonna have to deal with me. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you so much, Miss Susan P. Night, Jen, and it's time for me to sleepy here. Okay, good night, Marla Dillard. You sleep sweet, honey. Oh, shit. TikTok dance vibes. I don't know what I will do if my short inspires a TikTok dance challenge. I might fall over. That's hilarious. Also, I'm here for it 100%. Just dabbed my lungs out. Stand by. Okay, standing by. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, Shar. I hit 1,000 subs. Ah! I popped that bottle of fancy champagne last night. I sure enough did, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Marie Marion, it's 3 a.m. here, so off to bed I go. Sleep sweet, Ms. Marie. I'm so glad. Night, y'all. Love y'all to bits. We love y'all right back. You and yours. And the land hippo. I do want to meet that land hippo. Whoa, I want to go so badly, and I will be too if I get medical clearance. I hope you do. I hope you do. The not so graceful swan says night night. And Casillas is asking that you kiss the land hippo for us. Yes, please do. Give Ms. Mona all the snooches and the snoot boops and everything. Yep, annoy the shit out of her. Maybe I have to chipmunk them during my laundry folding tomorrow. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. It has been busy. Because I will be bringing Corey with me. Ooh, do tell. 33, get it, girl. Bro, that's a lot. Bro, you are not kidding. Considering that I originally only set aside 45, it's tremendous. I don't know, Ms. Ann Hummingbird, did you eat? Maybe you should, just in case. These are my dabbed posts. Whistleblowing good witch. Girl, you stoned AF, and I love it. I love it. We're here for it. Yes. Yes. Not just 1,000, 1,011. Yep. And I blame Liz Ferris for a lot of it because, man, she put me over the top yesterday. It was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, it happened. One short of night meds could just go viral. It's still stuck in your head. All right, Bridget. All right, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. I will do my best. I really need to get that shit handled. I know I do. My disabled daughter. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Well, let's make it happen. I'm not sure what kind of disability she is, but or she has, but if it's one of the autism spectrum disabilities, we can hook you up with a goodie bag from Culture City. So that's got noise canceling headphones and a VIP lanyard and a fidget toy and some other stuff that totally help with all of that. Plus, if you need like quiet space or whatever, all she has to do is let a crew member know and they'll get her to where she needs to be so that she's not totally overwhelmed. Deaf and autistic. Okay, we can do this because they are teamed up with Culture City to provide things to help people keep from getting overwhelmed. Yes. Yes. And I already know one other person on the ship who's going on the cruise with us who um who has a child that is deaf and will be able to assist in communicating. My finger spelling sucks, by the way. I know very, very little ASL, but what I do know, I mean, it's finger spelling, and because I'm left-handed, I really have to think about what I'm doing if I'm using my right hand. But I have a little teeny tiny bit of ASL, and if I find out that she's going, I'm going to do my best to brush up and get a little bit better before the sailing so that I'll be able to communicate with Corey. So you just keep me posted, girl, because we're gonna make it happen. She likes casinos. Okay. How old is she? I sing take your meds now, because it's bad when you forget. Ooh, yes, 100%. If you don't mind me asking, how many milligrams of melatonin do you take at night? No worries if you can't say. No, I'm totally okay with saying. Um, right now I take 10 milligrams every night, but I also take nortriptyline, which is a prescription med, and it is also 10 milligrams. So I take one of each of those. Um, and it's the nortriptyline is because melatonin by itself doesn't do a damn thing. It really doesn't. Um, but I'm trying. And the nortriptyline helps where, okay, so I was taking amitriptyline before, which is an old med. Um, and they mostly use it for off-label purposes now. But amitriptyline, yes, it would knock me out, but I also gained about 30 pounds instantly when I started and when I've got doctors who are telling me, "Well, you are technically obese and you do need to lose weight," and then prescribing a drug to me that's gonna make me gain weight, I'm like, "Come on, guys. Can Can we not? Can we just get real right now and handle this? Yeah. So the nortriptyline doesn't have anywhere near the same kind of side effects as the amitriptyline did, and I find that I do sleep when I get there. It's not a knockout pill, but I find that when I do get to sleep, I sleep much better. I sleep much deeper. I'm able to get into really deep sleep, and that's nice because there was a while there where I was just, like, getting hours of sleep, but it was really all that surface level bullshit sleep where you could hear everything that happens inside the house while you're trying to sleep and while your body is trying to act like it's asleep. Yeah. So I have found that the nortriptyline helps, but I do take 10 milligrams of melatonin every night as well. Mine sucks too. It's exhausting to fingerspell everything, and it takes forever. My youngest is going college to learn ASL. She wants to teach, I believe. That's amazing. Good for her. She's 49. Okay, very nice. Barbara says, my daughter is deaf, but I don't remember much. She's very fluent, but wears hearing aids now. Okay, right on. Last hearing aid she had went sailing out of a school bus window on the 10 in LA. We gave up on them after that. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, love. Yeah, it did nothing for me either, hence my generic Ambien. I can't take Ambien. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do a damn thing. Oh my god, I just got her off Risperdal. Took her from 102 to 262 in a year. Holy shit snacks. She's hovering around 175 now. Good. We're so blessed through all the trials and tribulations. Thank you for reminding me of how profoundly grateful I am. Wow, I guess I do need some friends. Don't we all? Don't we all? But being grateful for the ones that we do have, that's pretty powerful. I think all the tricyclics cause weight gain. I was on imipramine for years, and yeah, it's worth about 25 pounds. Ugh, so annoying. Dovsta! Hi! Good to see ya! I'm so glad you didn't miss us. She's 95 plus dBs bilaterally. I'm assuming that's decibels. I don't know. I don't know the specifics behind that. Sorry. I've had an itchy eyeball and I'm yawning early. But yeah, I've been on the meds that cause you to gain the weight and it is some bullshit. Especially when they keep telling you, "Oh, all your problems will go away if you just lose weight." Fuckers. Good night, all. Hope you all sleep well and feel all the love blowing in from California to you from me. Oh, Ms. Nkasi, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel it. My mama feel it. Sleep sweet, honey. I took Lunesta, but had to stop after driving to the corner store in my sleep. Thank God I was wearing PJs. Wow. Yeah, that I imagine was a huge challenge. Holy shit, Mark. How terrifying. Yikes. They refused to give her the cochlear implant because she's autistic. Fuck, man. What do they think it might overload her? I mean, it might. It might completely overwhelm her capacity to process input. But still, have they asked her? Because, I mean, what the hell? Zena Marlene, y'all. Cheers. Is that too agitated for the ice? I'm trying to do the ice thing correctly. Whistleblowing Goodwitch, you'd like to do a Meds musical. That's so funny. Did you miss anything? Had to take P for a walk? No, artsy tartsy. You didn't miss a whole lot. Noble Savage 92. Good evening, friends. Late, but just got home from a Gary Newman ministry show. Holy shit. How amazing was that? Wow. That sounds like an awesome show. Damn. Okay. I'm assuming that ministry didn't do anything off of With Sympathy. Heather McLaughlin, hi. The weight gain is awful. I always say I'd rather be fat and happy than skinny and depressed. Yes. I've managed to even out without being hospitalized for a couple of decades. I eat less and still 240. Understandable. It effing rocked. I bet it did. Holy shit. That sounds like an incredible story. Boy, do I have some stories about Al Jorgensen in my life. I sure do have some stories about Al Jorgensen. I think that's gonna be for another night, but please, Noble Savage, remind me, because one of these days I will tell my Al Jorgensen stories. Holy shit. He, Lord, he amused the shit out of me, at the second Lollapalooza that ever occurred, um, at Harriet Island down in the Twin Cities area in Minnesota. I went to the first 2 Lollapaloozas. Those are the only 2 that I went to, but I went to the first 2, and, boy, do I have an Al Jorgensen story from that. And an Eddie Vedder story, which was pretty cool, honestly. I think right now I'm gonna probably try to wrap things up because I need a sandwich. I need a snack. I need to fix this broken knitting needle. Annoying. I was that girl in the army jacket and Vans, all 5'3", windmilling in the mosh pit. Get it, bitch! This was in Cohoes, New York. We saw Fugazi. Wait, what? Yes, girl. Me too. Yep. Both of them in the Twin Cities here in Minnesota. That's where I was. Saw the first 2. I'm certain that we could have some conversations. Yes, I can fix these knitting needles and hummingbird. Not all of them, but these I'm convinced that I can fix. One of these wild fur children I call cats just knocked over the cat tower and scared the bejesus out of me, Jasper, and every other cat in the room. Damn. Okay. Do you know which one? I lost my shoe in a mosh pit at Warped. Nice. Well done. All right, everybody, listen. How do I break a knitting needle? Because I have magical skills. I I don't know what to tell you. Magic. Because magic. Because I am filled with grace and agility. Or just because I am clumsy as fuck and can break just about anything. Extreme knitting, yes. Saratoga Performing Arts Center, girl, I was tripping face. And Jane, Susie, Henry Rollins, yes, 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 yes. I saw both New Kids on the Block, yes, I know, and Pink Floyd live in Earl's Court. Well, damn. You wanna talk about both ends of the spectrum, holy shitballs, that ties everything up really well into a nice little knot. Good night, Cricket, I'll ring the bat phone if anything goes off. Very nice. We will be here tomorrow. You fancy Donnie Wahlberg. I ain't mad at you. I don't believe in guilty pleasures. We love what we love, and that's all right. I will be here tomorrow, same bat time, same bug time, same bug channel. I'm so happy that y'all hung out with me tonight, every single last one of you. There are 41 of you in the chat right now. If you would do me the favor of hitting either the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. And if you do like, hit that subscribe button. Once you've done that, tickle my bell. Hit the all so that you know whenever my random ass goes online. Because I never know when I'm going online till about 5 minutes before it happens. What now? I stood 2 feet in front of a shirtless Sting. Oh. Oh. On pain meds after my wisdom tooth was pulled. Fantabulous. I think we're gonna have to talk about concerts. If not tomorrow night, somebody remind me, we'll do it the night after, because tomorrow night I'm gonna be at a slumber party, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be staying on, but we're gonna have to talk about this, Ms. Barbara. You already hit that like, and I appreciate you so much. I do have super chats available now, finally. I am getting now ad revenue amazingly. And we do also, in the description box, if you choose not to have YouTube take 30% of whatever you want to send, I have PayPal in the description box below. I have the Venmo that Denver Stevo made me get in the description box down below. My email address is there if you want to contact me for whatever reason. You can talk to me about the cruise. You can talk to me about how much of an asshole I am. You want to talk about concerts. You want to send me goofy links. I'm here for it. All of it. I do also have Zelle and GPay. You can use either of those as well. Just have to contact me via email and I'll give you the information. So I'm seeing all of this concert stuff, and it looks like we're going to have a live music discussion one of these days coming up really soon. But for right now, I need a pee. I need to have a sandwich. And Miss Ann Hummingbird, look at you coming in at the last second with the super chat because I love you all. Honey, I love you right back. And I want you to recover from this surgery as quickly as you possibly can. And don't let them push you around in that follow-up, because we'll come after you. We'll come after them. We will let them know. Don't you mess with our little Ann. We are absolutely gonna hang out and we're gonna talk about live music, and I can't wait. So, y'all have a good night, have a good morning, have a good day, wherever you are. If you're about to go to bed, sleep sweet. Remember to take your night meds. If you're just starting your day, take your day meds. May your day at work be uneventful, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace to you.